as a teacher, do you believe that Carnegie gives kids freedom to express themselves?
Compared with another high schools, I think so. Starting for very basic stuff, like for example, dress. This is one of the very few schools in which kids are not required to use uniforms. Well, the way each kid dresses, it shows his or her personality. Another thing is that here the student population is very respectful and tolerant, and kids are very they feel comfortable expressing themselves, putting different colors in their hair, different type of outfits. Of course, everything between some type of school code, but I think those are expressions of identity. Now, in other things, there are some outlets in which kids may express themselves. We have a lot of clubs, and that also helps. Theater is one of the classes that allow kids to do that. And many classes, they do projects in which kids have the opportunity to express themselves as well. English classes, social studies, Spanish. So I think so, yes.
At Carnegie, I guess I could define freedom as the ability to sort of study and go into what you want, learn at your own pace. So sort of like similar to what I did when I was younger, Montessori education, which is like you learn at your own pace, you set your own deadlines, and you sort of you study what you really want and what you're passionate about. So I guess at Carnegie, freedom would be any class that offers you the opportunity. So AP Seminar, AP Research, something where you set your own deadlines and tasks, and you sort of you learn about what you love.
Freedom at Carnegie, I would say, has to do with people being able to express themselves without being scared of judgment. I feel like specifically at Carnegie, since we're so vastly different compared to like normal schools, not only academically, but because of like our personality and how we don't have a specific like type. Because I know when you think of certain schools, like when you think of Lamar, you think of like sort of preppier kids, but when you think of Carnegie, it's hard to pinpoint a specific idea or a specific expression of students.
I think we both are. Well, I'm part of multiple clubs. I think the one I want to highlight is the debate club. So debate club really allows people to like get up there, increase like their ability to speak and speak in front of other people, like public speaking. But it also makes people like analyze different parts of the argument. So like when you're in debate club, you get this idea of like learning both sides and kind of understanding everyone's argument. So you're just not that as biased when you take like a look and take a step back from everything.
So I think that any extracurricular that you're in, you can make it like individual, and you can do what you need to. So like for me in Interact, while it's all about being together and kind of like raising money for like a single cause, you can still be like individual in terms of how you set yourself apart. Like we always have roles that need people to take them up, and like
within the theater department, I am one of the few Hispanic individuals who participate as an actor. And I think I hope that I contribute to being a voice for all the other Hispanic males in Carnegie, and allowing them to see that, hey, if this guy can do it, then why not myself? And within Carnegie, we are so racially different, but sort of within clubs, you'll see that there's a predominantly certain kind of fit or certain kind of race, and I sort of want to believe that I'm one of the barriers or one of the breaker of barriers to that, and giving a voice to the Hispanic population.
I feel like that by voicing my opinion and my opinion alone, or like just by influencing or telling people to voice their own opinions, I'm kind of making the school a more inclusive and more individual place. So like by trying to persuade others to speak more is really the solution to individuality and freedom.
Take up extracurriculars. Like I think that can really set you apart, because like a lot of people in Carnegie, they're gonna take the same classes, you're gonna all have like the same extracurriculars, you're gonna be in the same clubs, but by taking up like distinct leadership roles, by getting to know your teachers and by reading like different things, you can become individual, like despite being in a community where all people are kind of geared toward academic. I think that's something that's really important in like having a voice and having your opinion known.
Awesome.